Today, members of the 11th Parliament passed into law the National Social Security Fund Amendment Bill 2021. The bill that has been contentious was first passed into law by the 10th Parliament but later returned to the 11th Parliament by President Yoweri Museveni for reconsideration. The bill provides for midterm access to the funds by NSSF savers.
Subject to subsection 2, this act shall come into force upon publication in the Gazette.
Among the issues adopted by the House is the clause that the National Social Security Fund will be housed in the Ministry of Gender, Labour and Social Development instead of the Ministry of Finance, Planning and Economic Development, which will now supervise the assets.
Because the Ministry of Finance has a tendency of thinking this is part of the national resources, yet these are actually savings of individual employees and workers.
So the disability people we are talking about protecting, they fall under Ministry of Gender. The old people, they were talking about the 45 years, so the labor aspect falls under Ministry of Gender.
We are not happy with the Ministry of Finance, the way it handles its business. They are corrupt.
Finance is overwhelmed. It has got a lot of small finings that finance is dealing with. So having it under Ministry of Gender, and that's where the gender aspect falls.
We have had very many scandals in finance, but we have no scandals in gender, not many scandals in gender.
While appearing on the floor of Parliament, some members raised concern over the bureaucracy in accessing the NSSF funds because some people have been spending 5 to 7 years to access the said funds.
If we are uncomfortable giving authority to a minister to make a statutory instrument, then let's say so in the Act. And we legislate on every aspect.
Details of who is the beneficiary and how the money is to be accessed. So those details would be beneficial to all of us who are stakeholders.
MPs also agreed to grant midterm access of 20% to people who have saved with the fund for over 10 years who have hit the age of 45. People with disabilities have been allowed 30% access to the funds at the age of 40. Members of Parliament also rejected the move to have savings taxed as suggested by Uganda Retirement Benefits Regulatory Authority.
Any subscriber to NSSF actually has two main deductions. One is the pay as you earn, which is a tax, and the second one is NSSF. Now, to sanction another tax when they are retrieving this benefit will amount to double taxation. We totally contest that.
If I am in need, I've been saving money for quite a number of years, I should be able to access this money when I need it.
Some of them will want to save, to continue to save. However, they will need some extra incentive, such that rather than thinking of removing their money to invest this elsewhere, they can keep it with the fund.
The government had initially wanted to provide for dual supervision of the fund, putting the Ministry of Gender in charge of the Social Security arm of the fund, which deals with the welfare of workers and their savings, while the Ministry of Finance would supervise the investment arm, which deals with the business component, where savings are invested in assets to generate income. President Yoweri Museveni wrote to Parliament objecting the suggestion for dual supervision. The 10th Parliament voted to retain the supervision of the fund under the Ministry of Finance, but he did not assent to the law as enacted by the 10th Parliament and instead returned it to the 11th Parliament for further scrutiny. Ramson Muire, CTV PM Edition.